Look in the mirror. What do you see? It's you looking back at yourself, right? And if you don't like what you see, you have to change yourself. The image that's reflected cannot change on its own. Now hold that thought. How many times have you heard people say that Trump is not acting presidential, that he shouldn't be insulting his opponents? Well, if you don't want to get attacked by Donald Trump, don't attack him first. Trump is your mirror, Democrats. What you don't like seeing from him is actually what you don't like about yourself. Do you remember how the media called him a joke from day one? That worked its way to racist, up through fascist, all the way to being the next Hitler. In the first week after Trump announced he was running, MSNBC's Chuck Todd said that nobody would mistake Donald Trump for a presidential candidate. And what did Trump do after that? Called him a loser. And in retrospect, Trump was right, but that's beside the point. Trump only insulted Todd after Todd insulted him. And that's how it's been working this whole time. If you want respect from Trump, you have to show him respect. If you want nasty from Trump, just show him nasty. But it turns out that he's better than most at being nasty. He's more like one of those funhouse mirrors. You show him ugly, and the reflection comes back even uglier. Take an example like Lindsey Graham. He was running against Trump in the primaries, and he played the same game the Democrats play. He demonized Trump as some kind of a racist, and Trump went after him. But just like a mirror, after the election, when Graham changed his tune, Trump changed his tune. The thing about President Trump is that he doesn't hold a grudge. If Democrats want to see a different Trump, all they have to do is be different themselves. But they won't, because they don't want to see a different Trump. They like this Trump. They think this Trump hurts the Republican Party. And I have to admit, sometimes it's uncomfortable to watch, but I get it. Before Trump ran for office, he was respected by most people on the left. The liberal elite, the LGBT and black communities all showed him love. He won an Ellis Island Medal of Honor for, according to the Ellis Island Honor Society, exemplifying the values of the American way of life. He was interviewed by a gushing Oprah back in the day about the prospect of running for president. And every liberal who hates him now would have been super excited to meet him before he dove into politics. And let's be really honest here. There would have been a number of liberal women who would have slept with him before he was a Republican candidate had they been given the chance. The Democrats are getting the Trump they want. They're really not upset with the things he says and tweets. They love it. They're actually cheering him on behind closed doors. They need to get him to say more things because their entire political strategy is built on it. And with how the Democrats and their media have treated him, I'm not surprised that he hasn't held back. How would you react if people who used to be friendly with you are now calling you the next Hitler? The Democrats are getting exactly what they want. They're calling Trump the worst names they can come up with and then criticizing him for not turning the other cheek. But I'm afraid that they're underestimating the American people. We're on to their little game because they've been playing it way too long. Trump's latest comments he's being attacked for have to do with Baltimore and Elijah Cummings' district. He said that it was a disgusting, rat and rodent-infested mess. Of course, the Dems say that's a racist statement, but here's the thing. A few years ago, Bernie Sanders compared Baltimore to a third world country. Was he called racist for it? Of course not. That was around the time that Freddie Gray died while in police custody, so the narrative the Democrats were creating then was that the police were racist. You see, the game is all about division, and the way it's played is through the demonization of anyone who stands in the way of them gaining power. And the truth doesn't matter. Back in 2015 in Baltimore, when Freddie Gray died, almost everyone in power was black. The police chief, the mayor, the majority of the city council, the attorney general of the United States, and even the president was black. But that didn't stop them from screaming racism. Just like it doesn't matter that Baltimore is home to 4 of the top 10 most dangerous neighborhoods in America, which I'm sure are rat-infested. The narrative is that Trump is a racist, so they ain't got no time for the truth. Now, a large part of the Democrats' voter base aren't paying attention and are fooled by the game that the Democrats play. But people are slowly waking up. As the Democrats' policies go further left and their rhetoric becomes more and more outrageous, your average liberal is losing their connection with the party. They don't relate to killing babies the day before they're supposed to be born. They don't see why a boy should play on the girls' basketball team just because he wants to wear a lipstick and tuck it between his legs. And they don't agree with the charge that every conservative is some kind of a white supremacist. When Hillary was running in 2016, she made a huge mistake by calling millions of Americans deplorable. And instead of learning from that, the Dems have doubled down on it again and again and again and will continue to do so. It's gotten so bad that they're doing it to the leaders of their own party. Look, if you don't want to see ugly in the mirror, you have to quit being ugly. So it's not going to stop. Democrats can't help but demonize their opposition. That's been their political strategy for my entire life. And they love the reflection that they're getting back from Donald Trump. They think it makes it easier to demonize Republicans. The simple truth is that the Democrats could easily change the divisiveness of our political state of affairs if they wanted to. But they don't want to, because it's the only political strategy they have. So it doesn't matter what Trump does, the Democrats will be like,
Todd, raise it! Todd, raise it! Todd, raise it! Todd, raise it!
thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and if you want to become a supporting member of Blue Collar Logic, click on the link in the description and give what you can.